Like, that's a build where you want to level to 9 in most cases earlier, but leveling is not really something you do based on the build. It's something you do based on the situation. If my roll value is too high, I can't level to 9, period. There's nothing I can do about that. You should be stoked that Bloodbound Splash with Big Time Contract is tier 1 now. Yeah, I think so. I don't know, I haven't been playing much Bloodbound recently, but I do like it. 6 Scrappy is only good if you replace Bounty with Goblin Techies. Oh, maybe. I mean, Bounty's your third assassin. It's true that Bounty does kind of suck, though. It's always just gloves here. I don't mind Bat. I mean, I only like Tuscan Ench if you get Summoning Stone. I do like Ogre, but I only really like him if we get the Big Time Contract. I mean, we could have taken Blink over Fall. The problem in that game was taking Fall over Blink and then not actually building for Fall. Which, it's debatable whether we should have taken Fall and then built for it, or taking Blink and not gotten baited by Fall. 6 Scrappy, the extra Scrappy buff was kind of underwhelming there, though, for sure. We could have kept that 4. I think 4 Scrappy might still be just better than 6. So Gloves is just the best item. And I think these are just the 3 best units. They keep my options the most diversified. Like, Tiny leads to just generally good, like, early game warriors or primordial stuff. Bounty leads to Scrappy. Bat leads to Knights. Chaos Knights on 3 is not bad for a Night Opener. I wouldn't mind repping them early. This guy's got a Bat 2 already. Blink is big for inventors. Yeah, that's true as well. Bounty's one of the worst units. Yeah, in late game he does kind of suck. But he's 3-starable. Triple gloves. I mean, we're stuck on triple gloves, right? I think we actually have no choice but to go triple gloves there, which is pretty funny. I mean, that's not a bad night opening. I don't even mind Omni. Honestly, I don't. It's totally fine by me, dude. I'll just shove this in. I'll ship it. I don't care. 3 gloves, 3 knights. That's all I need, baby. 2 people in Scrappies already. Knights look fairly open. The one thing is there's 2 Fall from Gracers here. When you're looking at like scouting, you're looking at Night Pickers. Like these 2 Fall from Gracers, they only have 1 Batrider each, but there's a decent chance one of them is gonna curve into Knights because Fall from Grace is such a Knights item. So, you know, it could be a little more contested here. It's just impossible for Knights to be bad. They're too good to be bad, dude. Who needs troll buff when you got gloves? Yeah, exactly. Staff could have been very useful later, right? I mean, I always like the thought of the potential for staff, but it never really actually happens. There's another CK. I mean, hey, don't mind if I do, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No interest point for us. Unfortunate, but that's fine. What if I take an aggressive level? There's some consideration to like sell both tinies or something, level up and put in an AM. Wouldn't honestly be terrible here. Knights are so cool. I could work with any tool. I'm a fan of Knights. Yeah, Knights are pretty good. They are pretty cool. They can't make it work with any tool. It's true. So, not unexpected, 1 person's in Knights. If there's another, then we're gonna have problems. I'm okay sharing. So we got both completes, which is actually kind of awkward. I think that's too many, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. We're still not hitting this interest point. We can level here, though. I don't know. I mean, this is a super streakable board, right? And Knight's also, like, kind of more expensive units. I think I don't mind taking an early level in this spot. I don't know. The question is, like, how often does leveling actually help you perpetuate a streak? It's like, it kind of feels good because that's the mentality. It's like, ooh, let's protect this streak of mine. But how often does that actually end up mattering? On the We Play show, you promised us you would conquer the White Spire with druids. Where are those druids now? I never said that. I just said druids were neat, and then I like hugged the plant or something. I don't know. They make you do weird shit when you go over there at We Play. This is a pretty easy sell, I think. Hit this interest point. Looks like we're golden. I mean, this is just pretty good distribution. Leveling protects less streaks than re-rolling. Sort of. I mean, even if that's true, though, re-rolling... Leveling gives you kind of more benefits later on. Like, rolling is better for, like, 2 or 3 rounds from now, whereas leveling might be better for, like, 4 or 5 rounds from now, you know? But, sure, I guess that might be true. And now I really want to hit this interest point, but I can't. There's no way to hit this interest point. This guy's got a DK. Monka. Let's go ahead and just make this swap. Just want to make sure against a board like this that our AM is punching the DK, because I'm scared at that board. I'm a little scared of this board. He's got a lot of 2-stars, but he's not hitting synergies. Does he have a contract? Oh, this ogre's going big. Oh, no. Dude, are we losing to this? Oh, my God. Yeah, I mean, I repositioned against the top streaker, but honestly, just looking at 2 other boards, top streaker wasn't even the scariest board. We should have repositioned against this board. I don't know, man. This level 2 board with an ogre is just terrifying. Big time contract. So my streak is down now. So my leveling literally didn't help it at all, right? It couldn't have even been close. So Bat wants this for sure. And now suddenly there's 2 other assholes in Knights. God. Where do these people get off? Like, I get the second person that went Knights. But why this third person? Come on, man. What's going on? That's an ogre Magi? He's nuts. I mean, he was underrated before, for sure. 3-star ogre was super underrated before. And now he's crazy. I don't know, do I have to do something weird? Do I have to, like, curve into Scrappy or some shit? I mean, this guy's benching Scrappy, but he's deep in Brawny. He's got 2-star Jug and 1-star Beastmaster. He's not going Scrappy. Is Scrappy just wide open? Is Knights taken? Ah. That's so annoying when this happens. I just want to go Knights. I just want to be left alone. I'm gonna get rammed if I try to go Knights this game. I really think I am. I actually think going Knights is just like straight up the losing play. And I'm not so committed that I have to be like thinking I can't get out of it. Because all I have is like 2 CKs and a bat too. I have to get out of Knights. My wife has 2 boyfriends. I mean, this guy's got 4 Lunas. This other guy, like, this guy's committed, right? He's got 2 CKs. He's not benching anything else. Pudge for Undead. I don't know what the Bloodseeker is, but like Viper's a part of Knights, I guess. Like, what can we even do here? Ignore him, he's fucked. I don't think it matters that he's fucked, though. Like, it doesn't really matter how much health he has if he's gonna be on our build. Just force it. I mean, the question is Scrappies even like that open? It's just, it feels too late to curve into Scrappies. It's round 11. I don't know, every time I try to make like a weird curve in this game on like round 11 or some shit, it feels like I just get punished. This guy's got 2 DKs? Okay, dude. Alright. Uh-huh. Nightmare lost this game? I mean, I think they are now. I don't even know what I'm adjacent to, though. Scrappies is always an option. This one guy is, like, on it, I guess. But it's just him, right? I think it's just him. Scrappies honestly sound good. They do. I don't know. I mean, I'd just rather be the second person on Scrappies than the third person on Knights. The question is, like, I'm still not sure how I feel the best way to play Scrappies are right now. They're so new. There's like, it's crazy. There's like 7 different ways of playing this alliance. You can go like 4 Scrappy Warlock, 4 Scrappy Mage, 6 Scrappy Assassin, 4 Scrappy Assassin. There's a lot of different ways to play this. That's fine. I'm just flipping my board and playing to this in just point, basically. Wait, where's my other Shadow Fiend? I have 2 Shadow Fiends. Is he just... He's just trapped in the Nether Realm? I put him on my board. If the game ate my Shadow Fiend, I'm gonna be so pissed, dude. I put him on the board. Okay, there he is. Jesus. This seems better. I think we drop AM over Tiny. Are you high? It's always AM. AM's better than Tiny. Guys, as much as I like Tiny, when you're not using his tags, AM is better. And I like Tiny. I do. Like, I might say Tiny is a better unit to take early just because his tags open up options. Like, having 3 warriors is great. Having 2 primordials can be, like, good in early games sometimes. But, I mean, AM just fucks, dude. So we've got the early Shadow Fiend, which means we could go for, like, the 4 Warlock builds. Shadow Fiend is pretty uncontested. 3 Shadow Fiends on 15 is decent progress for, like, the 3-star later. So suddenly we're going to start winning boards, I think. I think going Knights was just a gigantic trap. I'm really glad we switched off. We didn't even have, like, if we had a better Knight start, and that's shitty when that happens, but if you have a better Knight start, and then someone goes on your build, there's nothing you can do. Because if your start is good enough, it's just a mistake to switch off. And you're just like, well, fuck, someone's just screwing me over for no reason. But here we can't escape this build. So here's Slark, which is something that we kind of have to take just to keep the option open. Let's go ahead and check on everyone's Slark progress. No blockers on Slark yet. We could do the same build. We could try again the the 6 Scrappy Slark. My sniper? Sniper's a Scrappy now. It's nuts. Ugh! You guys remember when I took Fall from Grace on this build last time? Fall from Grace and Scrappy. What was I thinking, dude? So, big time contract. What do I do here with big time contract? So suddenly AM is just no good. I'll still keep him. He'll be a good 7th unit when we get there. Scrappy mages with Ogre. I think we're never 3-starring Ogre. With 0 Ogres at 16, we can't take a 3-star. So we should do like a Warlock sacrifice for our Shadow Fiend, I think. So we complete the 4th Warlock with a Mr. Warlock sacrifice for Shadow Fiend. Probably makes the most sense. I see an AM on board, Pog. Yeah, these guys were trying to convince me a Tiny 2-star is better than AM 2-star. I mean, our board is quite nuts. We do have a insane board right now for this point of the game. Bounty's got good DPS. Witch Doctor will cask when he casks. I don't think I'm really in a hurry to get it off earlier. Bounty's like higher DPS just feels better. Clearly assigned to curve into mages, by the way. What, the single Lina in this pack? I don't know. I don't think Contract is, really. I mean, without an Ogre 3-star, I don't think Contract really leads me to mages. I think this is just my Shadow Fiend item for like a singleton Warlock sacrifice. So we just sacrifice Mr. Warlock and go 4 Warlocks. The question is, if I'm in 6 Scrappy 3 Assassins, can I use Contract? And I think the answer to that is no at all. I don't think so. For a Scrappy 3 Assassin, Contract on like Slark or PA. They kind of want a better item. I kind of like Contract on Shadow Fiend. I think I want to be on the 4 Warlock version. I think that makes the most sense. Huh. So here we can like, we could sell the Slark. I guess, I think I don't want to be in Slark. I think I want to buy the Clockwork and sell out here to 49, just to kind of ensure we're hitting this point. This looks good. 1 Slark on 18, I think is just not good enough progress, and I think I can't really use the contract. If I want to use the contract, which I think I do want to use, it's a lot better to try it in the Warlock version of the builds. Like 4 Scrappy, 4 Warlock, which I think is fine. It feels weird, like after the patch, to be using a version of the build that the patch doesn't necessarily support. But I think it's probably the best thing in this scenario. Losing that board felt bad though. I really didn't think this was a losable board. This board feels kind of nuts. How did we just lose that? That's crazy. So we want to save our free roll until we want to use our free roll at 8. For better alchemist odds, basically. And I think, yeah, we'll just straight up replace bounty. I think 6 scrappy is an option you can do now, but I'd still rather not. Not in this game. It's something for specific games. I saw this scrappy guy. My wife's boyfriend has a 3-star Timbersar already. It's round 19, dude. Calm down. Jesus Christ. So Shadow Fiend on Potato means there's only 1 square on the entire board he can start on to attack Potato. And then we just have these guys here, and then we're good. Doesn't matter where Sniper's on. He'll just attack wherever he feels like, right? Six Scrappy Shadow Fiend buffed by contract could be sexy. I think I'd rather have 4 Warlocks at that point than 6 Scrappy. I don't know. As much as like spreading the Scrappy buff is kind of cute, I think like more Warlock buffs is also going to be good. This is actually a tough spot. I could see an argument for all 3. I kind of like Maelstrom the best out of these items. Is Octarine actually that good in this build? Octarine Witch Doctor is actually kind of nuts. I don't know if it's better than Bracers here. If we had an Alchemist, we'd be good. Want more frontline. A second cast of Cask is pretty insane. Octarine Witch Doctor is still good. Like 7.5 cooldown is still just gonna help him go off. We could have gone Bracers. Bracers is a bit more long term. It's better for something like Disruptor, I guess. I don't know. Octarine in this meta is just kind of nuts. Witch Doctor just cast his Cask so late in this fight though, so Octarine is doing nothing on him.
I'm basically 1/8 gay.
Do I actually take these Venos? There's a chance I run Veno 2 for a couple rounds, right? That's probably not gonna happen, actually. That's basically just not gonna happen. Yo, D-Fresh, 429. Welcome back to the 1/8 gay club, man. That's more snipers, more bounty hunters. I don't think I'm building bounty ever, right? I think I'm straight up just buying these bounties for no reason, I believe. Also, I don't think I'm using Necro here either. I don't think I can go 6 Scrappy here. I don't think so. Play him back. He doesn't want to tank. Yeah, I could have him like on the side. The question is, do I even upgrade Necro if I find it? So this Octarine hasn't really done too much here. I don't know, maybe Maelstrom was actually the pick. I really, really like Maelstrom right now. This is pretty expensive. It feels kind of like it's impossible for this to not be worth it, though. Like, as expensive as that is, doesn't it pay for itself? And we do have the Octarine for it as well. Yeah, we're stuck on the 4 Warlock version. And I like being on the 4 Warlock version. So we should replace Alchemist or Anti-Mage with like a 4th Warlock. Ideally, we would just replace like Bounty Hunter for the 4th Warlock. Alchemist, but you know, I don't think that's happening here. It just happened here. That's neat. Oh, look at that. Wow. Sorry, Anti-Mage. There's a consideration to keep Anti-Mage benched at least. I could have seen that. Because like, it is something that's kind of like splashable later in certain spots. If you're like heads up against a big Terror Blade or something, you can actually splash it back in. I mean, this board is just terrifying now, right? This is a scary fucking board. We haven't found a single shredder, too. Like, look at how impactful this sniper is being. Imagine this scrappy game. We haven't found a single fucking shredder all game. Imagine if sniper's not a scrappy and I try to go scrappy this game. Like, imagine. Seriously. We would just lose. Like, the game just ends. Every TB has a 2-star Demon Hunter synergy. Oh, yeah, so it's more for, like, CK3 or something weird like that. Sure. I mean, this is why sniper being in scrappy is just like so important. I think it's less about 6 scrappy option and more about the fact that you can get 4 scrappy more reliably. You had Bounty? Guys, we didn't have Alchemist until like round 24. There's 4 scrappies that you can actually get in the game before round 24 until Sniper became a scrappy. So I think we just have to roll up, look for like Witch Doctors, Shadow Fiends, right? I mean, we can't level to 9 anytime soon. We're just kind of stuck on the same path. Mask of Madness. Could have been in Mask of this game, PP hands. It's gotta be Bracers, right? I think it has to be Bracers. Okay, we found a Shredder. I feel like it's too late to be building Shredders. It does feel that way, right? I mean, we're only gonna be in 4. I guess we could replace... Yeah, we can't build Shredder, right? It's just too late. It's never 3-starring. It's not even gonna 2-star for a while. And it's the 3rd inventor, which is, you know, just kind of pointless. I guess the one thing about Sniper versus Shredder is like, if I'm not using Deadeye and if we're not 3-starring it, I would actually rather have more frontline, especially with the Shadow Fiend version of the build. Maybe Shredder could actually replace Sniper, honestly. Warlock Sacrifice goes in when Shadow Fiend is 3-star. That's true as well. 1 Shadow Fiend away. At the same time, I honestly think having more frontline is really important here. Okay, I'm building too many things. It's interesting. That just got weird. I think we wanted 2 snipers now. Completing both the Shredder and the Sniper was almost certainly a misplay. I'm positive that was a misplay. But it's still like, when I don't know what I want to do, it's better to keep the option open. The thing is, with my Shadow Fiend being 3-star, I think at this point, I just don't want DPS and I just want more frontline. More tanky, explodey scrappies. And Shredder level 2 really helps with that. It really does. I mean, Not really. But it helps a little. I don't know. Is it... It feels like it's not even proper to use a Mr. Warlock sacrifice at this point of the game. Which, you know, I mean, that just seems weird, right? How could that not be proper? Baby Warlock missed. I'd have to take out, like... I'd have to move my front line back for that to make it even reliable. I'd have to take out either Necro 2 or Witch Doctor 2. Witch Doctor could go to 3, which isn't super impressive. Maybe Witch Doctor shouldn't even be going to 3, but... It feels like I'd have to sacrifice too much. Don't throw just for big time contract. That's kind of how I feel right now. I don't know. I mean, I don't mind just having this VIP booster on my Alchemist. It's not the worst thing ever. Just take out Shredder like a normal human being. Yeah, that's true. Could just take out Shredder like a normal human being. I mean, the question is it actually... It sort of opens up a lose condition though. Cause like, do you step everything back to make sure it gets gone on? I don't really like it when I end up doing this play. But if I don't, it sometimes just doesn't die. Now my Necro is in a worse position now. It's taking an entire slot on my board. If I had like a better item for Shadow Fiend, maybe this wouldn't be worth it at all. If I step everything forward into a better position, it does mean that the Warlock won't necessarily die. I think the big time contract is like almost unnecessary as well. It's kind of like too much damage. It's more than we end up needing. I think I'd rather just have more frontline. It also allows me to just like put the contract on something I'd want for my value. Big time only buffs auto attacks? Yeah. Should have stepped back for dinos, since dinos can attack Shadow Fiend here. I don't know. I don't like the idea of playing for contract right now. I want to be level 9 pretty soon, maybe on 31. So we always have to look at our roll value. How close are we to stuff? We have 5 Tinkers, 6 Snipers, and 8 Witch Doctors. We're not too close to much. Stuck on Scotty. Scotty does not feel good here. Six Warlocks. How bad is it to go 6 Warlocks? It's been a while since anyone has ever gone 6 Warlocks, right? It just doesn't happen anymore. The question is, do I want to be more protected against assassins? This guy's dead now. The 9 assassin guy is dead, so I should probably move my Shadow Fiend a bit further back so he takes less damage. It's kind of weird though, because he heals himself for like to full every fight. On some level, you want to be a little bit risky with him. You do want him to take some damage to min-max. But if he dies, you literally just lose the fight. What do you even get for 6? More lifesteal, dude. 130%. It's pretty nutty. Is Brownie still good after the patch? Yeah, Brownie got buffed. Drop the sacrifice. I think the sack is good if I go to 6 Warlocks. I think going to 6 Warlocks is actually kind of viable here, guys. I think it's kind of more heals than you end up needing at that point, though. Do I go Venomancer? That can't be right. More Shredders. Also can't be right. I don't know. There's a couple things I could try with the Stratofiends. Disruptor for Shredder. Yeah, I mean, I'm okay going 6 Warlocks. I haven't done it in a while. In theory, like, the actual mathematical value on it is pretty crazy. Oh my god, this Slark. There's also a consideration to do the inverse. If we get either a Techies or even the gyro, we could just put that instead. Pair Deadeye with something. I think Deadeye isn't valueless. However, the Shredder isn't going to 3, so there's no reason for it to be on my bench here. This game is ending a little too fast. Clockwork isn't going to 3 either, right? Not hitting anything. We have the 7th sniper here. I think we can econ through 35 and then we have to blow it down. Sort your bench, please. Thanks. Sort my bench. Okay. What do we do? Reverse alphabetical order. So it's Witch Doctor, then Tinker, then Sniper, then Clockwork. So we only lost 10 here. That's fine. I mean, we just want to greed through 35 and then blow it down. Make the best board we can. Going to 10 is a viable option here? I don't think so. The Sniper 3-star and the Witch Doctor 3-star are decent upgrades. And I still need to figure out what to do with the rest of my stuff. And now the Clockwork joins the club for stuff I'm looking for as well. Was a second Clockwork better than a second Shredder at this point? Or the first Shredder? I don't even know if that's true. The biggest question is this big time contract worth it or not? I mean, I think it just straight up won me that fight. Witch Doctor 3 with Octarine. Yeah, Witch Doctor 3 with Octarine would be nuts. I think that's gotta be what we want to put in. I mean, the question is just like, what do we end up finding first? There's the Troll. I think Troll is just a massive, massive bait here. I just like... If it levels up, it's good. I don't like playing those odds. I mean, I don't think the Troll pair is the best thing ever. I don't think it's worth an entire slot, but I'm looking for either 6 Warlock or 6 Scrappy. 7th Clockwork. Big time contract is the bait here. Not yet. I mean, big time contract is winning me some fights. It just depends on what we end up finding. I'm gonna have to roll down fast though. I think now that we found the techies, I just want to be on 6 Scrappy. If we hadn't found the techies, I probably would have played for big time contract, and I think it would have been proper then. So my positioning is a bit off, and we need like 2 more 3-stars here. Missing in 1 clock sucks. That's just sloppy. Bracer techies? Yeah. Bracer techies was one of the things we should have swapped at the end as well. Bracer techies is really helpful as well. Once the Witch Doctor levels, I think the Octarine Core wants to change hands. Too close to stuff, then I'll be rolling it down here. Sniper 3 stars. He's got a Gloves of Haste. Warlock's good. Witch Doctor's good at 3 stars. So suddenly Necro wants this and Witch Doctor wants this, I think. I think this has to be proper at this point in the game. This looks good. So now we're on 2 clocks or 3 tinkers. 3 tinkers on this economy is probably not happening. These gloves are doing so much, by the way. I don't want to jerk off gloves too hard, but like, look at what these gloves are giving us. We got 3 gloves. This was the 3 glove start, right? We got 3 gloves on round 1, 2, and 3. One of them's on an SF3. One of them's on a Sniper 3. So like, just between these 2 gloves. Sorry, I would want to like provide this example, but it's roll time. There's Eurochopter. Ah, dude, Eurochopter's so good here. So between these 2 gloves, so it's 320 70 PS, 409, and then there's the demon bonus that we have to account for on top of that. So it goes from, I mean, each of these gloves is dealing about 1,000 damage a fight at least. Basically, effectively, they're just nuts. That's the takeaway here. They're just nuts. So we should be able to kill him on 39, right? Sell a Warlock for Gyro. Is that worth it? I think I'm not selling a Warlock here. As much as I like Gyro, I don't think that's happening here. I don't know. Shadow Fiend's probably too far up. Just to be in pipe range is just not worth it here. He should step back. He's in too many attack ranges, I think. That being said, he's got a better ult as well when he's this close. And his ult does matter. That attack speed slow on him is super brutal. So luckily, this guy's Aegis allowed him to die slowly enough that we could upgrade this Tinker from... Oh yeah, give it to me! Oh yeah, achievement time, baby! Aegis value! And we're good. Okay. So what did we learn? The most important thing is curving off knights at the start. I think that keeping the big time contract option for Shadow Fiend was good until we found the techies, and once we found the techies, as much as I wanted to play for big time contract, it could not have been proper to do it at that point. We had to stay... There were 2 options. There's 6 Warlocks with big time contract and then finding the Disruptor, or 6 Scrappies. And techies being the 6th Scrappy and the 4th Inventor, helping my frontline, giving me a good Bracers target is simply too good to ignore there. Shadow Fiend 3 stars is great. I think I also just like, as much as 6 Scrappies is alluring, I do think that most of the benefit of Sniper being Scrappies is exactly what we saw that game, which is not so much the ability to go 6 Scrappies without techies, which you can do, and I think that's fine, but I think it's more about the ability to get 4 Scrappies online early and online strong, right? Apart from that, it was fairly clean. We could have done a couple of positioning things better. But was there an item choice that was weird? We took Bracers over Maelstrom. I love Maelstrom. Bracers feels like it has to be better in this comp. Is that even true? Is Bracers even that good in this comp? I don't know. We'll see. Oh, and the one weird thing is we didn't find a good way to fit in Gyro, which I think this build can do a lot now that it pairs Deadeye with Sniper and 4th Inventor. But when you find the techies, you end up just using techies instead. But Gyro nowadays is really good with Scrappy. Just it fits everything. It just makes so much sense.